Hey guys, Dr. Andy here. Today we're going to talk about migraine headaches, which is the other most common form of headache we see in the office. The other most common form is a tension type headache. A tension type headache is exactly what it sounds like. It's a headache that's caused by tension, either like emotional, like stress, or tension coming from, dysfunction in the muscles of the joints of the neck or the mid-back, okay? Or even sometimes into the shoulders, okay? But a migraine headache is obviously going to be kind of different, okay? So while a tension type headache is usually both sides of the head and it's mild to moderate type pain, a migraine is typically worse, okay? So it is going to be more moderate to severe pain. It almost always affects one side of the head instead of both sides. The pain is typically throbbing or pulsating, okay? And the pain can sometimes last anywhere between 4 hours or a couple of hours all the way up through a couple of days, okay? So sometimes these can be really debilitating, making, some of these patients or some of these people that suffer from migraine headaches, bedridden to the point where, they can't, interact with their outside world, right? So quite debilitating, okay? So those are the symptoms. What are the causes, all right? So this is the point where it gets a little bit more murky, okay? While we really understand where tension headaches are coming from in terms of stress, either emotional or muscular, a migraine headache, we do know that it is caused by the activation of some nerves surrounding blood vessels in the brain, okay? The problem that we don't understand is that we don't understand what is activating those nerves to begin with, all right? So we do know that people have triggers, okay? So sufferers of migraine headaches have a specific type of trigger that can usually cause it. So sometimes it's chocolate, sometimes it's like red wine, or caffeine. So sometimes there's like dietary triggers, or maybe there's like emotional triggers, or nutrition or anything like that, right? So sometimes there are triggers that will cause the activation of these nerves that elicit your migraine, okay? So those are the causes. So what do you do about it? How do you treat it? Medications come in a couple of forms. There's usually preventative or abortive, but those conversations have with your medical doctor in terms of if medication is the right route for you for migraine headaches. But there are some things that you can do at home. You can actually do something called a headache diary. Okay, so a headache diary is, obviously that. It's every single day you kind of make a diary of how you're doing, but also the most important is that when you get a migraine headache, right, you write down how you're feeling, what you did that day, and everything you ate, okay? And so if you do it long enough, you can actually develop or recognize a pattern, right? If you notice that every single time that you get a headache, it's because you had too much, or 3 cups of coffee that day instead of your normal 1, or you had, some chocolate that day, then you can identify your trigger. You can actually see, oh, this is what causes it, right? So that you can avoid that activity or avoid that food and prevent yourself from getting a headache, okay? But other things that you can do at home is just like a tension type headache, you can actually help deal with your stress. So exercise, getting enough sleep, drinking enough fluids, and eating like a good balanced diet can all kind of help with the triggers and kind of help some of the stress that might lead to your migraine headache, okay? But obviously you can see a chiropractor, right? So if you are curious what type of headache you have, migraine headaches even come in a couple of different forms. You can have like a classical headache or classical migraine, which has something called an aura, where you actually kind of might see like squiggles, like right, through your vision, or so your vision kind of gets distorted right before you get a migraine headache. Or non-classical, where you don't get that, right? But if you need help identifying what type of headache you have or you suffer from, because depending on what you suffer from is how you treat it, okay? So everything is treated differently. So if you need help to identify what type of headache you have, absolutely chiropractors are trained to diagnose and identify what type of headache you have. And then from there, we treat it, right? So we are pretty successful at it. At least I have a lot of success, treating migraine headache patients. It's probably one of my favorite type of patients to see. So if that's the kind of avenue you're looking for, reach out to a local friendly chiro. We are trained in it. We do know what to look for and how to treat it, okay? So if you have any questions, send them my way. Always remember to live with passion and not pain.